Hey guys, it's time to Nefis and chill, and in this basic ESO guide today, we are going to be looking at synergies. If you haven't checked out my other ESO guides on things like animation canceling, aggro, and so on, I definitely recommend checking them out. This video will be in written form on my website as well, and if you want to support my ESO content creation, please do subscribe and keep up to date on everything ESO. So what are synergies in ESO? Whether you PvE or PvP, you've probably noticed that little pop-up press X or whatever to synergize blah 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 in the middle of your screen. For the purpose of this video guide, we're not going to be looking at non-combat synergies like Feed for vampires, synergizing sigils in Maelstrom Arena, or the Blade of Woe and other interactions with any environment that don't necessarily come from actual combat skills. Synergies for this video are basically special abilities that any player can use provided that certain skills are being used, and for some of these skills, as we will see in this video, some of these skills need certain prerequisites or have certain special things to them during combat in order for their synergies to appear. Synergies are pretty important as many sets and strategies, particularly in PvE, depend on them. There's a few key things to keep in mind. Number one, generally speaking, you cannot synergize off of the skills you cast, but you can synergize off of the skill cast of others. The only two exceptions to this rule are Haven of Ursus, the item set, and Avid Boneyard, which we'll be going over later. Number two, synergies that deal damage don't add to the caster's damage, but rather the damage of the person who synergizes. Furthermore, the damage synergies deal scale off of your highest offensive stats, such as max magic and spell damage, or max stamina and weapon damage. Synergies that grant resources back, such as shards, typically grant you magicka or stamina or both, depending on whichever attribute has a higher value. So if you want to get stamina, more stamina back and not magicka back from synergizing shards or an orb, you want to make sure you have a higher pool of stamina than you do magicka and so on. 3. Regardless of what synergy it is, each synergy has a 20-second cooldown, so even if a skill that provides the synergy comes back up immediately after, you need to wait 20 seconds until you can activate that specific synergy again. However, you can still activate different synergies that are not on that 20-second cooldown. Keep in mind that even if you have different morphs of the same base skill active during a fight, they all share the same synergy cooldown. This means if someone has Necrotic Orb and someone else has Mystic Orb and vice versa, you synergizing one version will put you on cooldown for any other version of the skill. With these rules in mind, we're going to be looking at each of the 20 available synergies in the game, and we'll also be dispelling some myths and clarifying certain things, such as synergy cap, as there really is no other video or guide out there on the internet covering this topic. I actually learned quite a lot from making this video, and was surprised to discover a couple things I did not know about synergies. Starting off with the Dragon Knight class ultimate, Standard, the base skill or either of its morphs provides any one person in the vicinity of the standard with the Shackle synergy. Upon usage of the synergy, it deals quite a bit of damage and immobilizes targets within the vicinity. Another Dragon Knight class skill that provides a synergy is Talons, which only appears when it actually goes off, so you won't actually see the synergy called Impale if a tank or someone uses it on flying targets or on targets that are classified as bosses, which cannot be immobilized, as you can see in this video. A Sorcerer ultimate ability, Storm Atronach, the base skill and either of its morphs provide only one person close to the Atronach itself at a time, with the synergy called Charge Lightning, which grants both the Atronach and the Synergizer Major Berserk. Lightning Splash is another Sorcerer class skill that provides the Conduit synergy. The base skill and both of its morphs provides a synergy, and whereupon synergizing it, you just deal damage with it. Consuming Darkness is a Nightblade class ultimate which has a synergy called Hidden Refresh that is only available to 2 people upon damage, which is one more than the other non-Nightblade class ultimates, which is pretty interesting. Upon using this synergy, 2 people are granted invisibility, 70% movement speed bonus, and healing over time. Soul Shred is another Nightblade class ultimate that provides a synergy called Soul Leech to multiple people upon being damaged, but just like Consuming Darkness, only up to 2 people can synergize it. The time window of synergizing Soul Leech seems rather short, and you also need to be a short distance away from the origin point as well in order to just see the synergy. Spear Shard is a Templar class skill that provides resources back when synergized. Keep in mind that in addition to only one person being able to synergize one Blessed Shard synergy per shard, it also shares its synergy cooldown with the Undaunted Guild skill Necrotic Orb due to previous combat changes in regards to sustain. Nova is a Templar class ultimate that deals massive damage to anything in it, and also stuns anything in it when synergized. Only one person can synergize one instance of Nova, and either of its base morphs with the Super Nova synergy. The next skill that provides a synergy is a Templar class skill called Cleansing Ritual that offers the Purify synergy, and this is a pretty fun one. On its website, UESP says, although unverified, only about 3 people can grab the Purify synergy. And we found through testing this isn't actually true. Up to at least 6 people can use the Purify synergy per Cleansing Ritual cast. And in order to see this synergy in the first place, you need to have at least one status effect on your player character, such as Vulnerability, Poison, Burning, a Snare, and so forth. Upon using this synergy, all your status effects will go away. Healing Seed is a Warden class skill that offers the Harvest synergy to those in the vicinity of it. In the past, it used to be a very unforgiving synergy to be made available to whoever's standing in it, as you had to be in the exact center of it. It seems after a few patches that they pretty much made it a lot more better. You can actually synergize Healing Seed regardless of whether you're in the center of Budding Seeds or not, or Corrupt Pollen. The synergy upon activation heals you. Only one person can synergize one instance of Healing Seed or either of its morphs. Frozen Retreat is one of the 2 morphs for the Warden class base skill Frozen Gate. The base skill and the other morph Frozen Device do not offer a synergy. Frozen Retreat offers the Icy Escape synergy that teleports the synergizer to the caster's location. Each gate is actually a potential synergy for 3 different people. However, as one can see in this video, you cannot synergize a gate that has already been synergized. Boneyard is a Necromancer class skill that offers a Grave Robber synergy to one person within it. The synergy deals damage. Avid Boneyard is one of the 2 morphs of Boneyard and is one of only 2 exceptions to the rule that you cannot synergize off of your own ability. This skill morph has made it an attractive choice for Stamina Necromancer DPS who have the gear set Locustees slotted that need to keep up using synergies to maintain their buff Major Slayer. However, other people can still synergize off of your Avid Boneyard. Bone Totem is another Necromancer class skill that offers a synergy to one person within its radius. The synergy Pure Agony provides AoE minor vulnerability to everything in its influence. Blood Altar is the first non-class ability we will be reviewing on this list. Funnily enough, multiple people can synergize off of the base skill and either of its morphs to get a massive heal. This was perhaps the most confusing one to test, as the synergy cap was previously believed to have been 6 people, then 8 people, then 7 people per altar, regardless of it being the Blood Funnel or Blood Feast synergy. But in this video, we've confirmed it's at least up to 12 people who have access to the synergy. You cannot use the synergy until severely damaged, and the threshold is typically under 50% of your max health. Trapping Webs is another Undaunted Guild skill that provides a synergy. On this channel, we actually reviewed it a long time ago when it was pretty OP, but since then the damage of this synergy has been toned down quite a bit by the developers. Only one person can synergize one instance of Trapping Webs. However, it seems only about 3 people can see it at a time, which does explain some things that may happen during a PvE raid where the synergy is being offered. Inner Fire is an Undaunted Guild skill that can provide the Radiant synergy. The base skill has a rather low chance of the synergy appearing. for people. And just like the Shadow Silk synergy and the Soul Leech synergy from earlier on in the video, you do need some distance between you and the target affected by Inner Fire to see the synergy. Furthermore, the Magicka morph of Inner Fire, which is Inner Rage, has a 100% guaranteed chance of having the synergy available for anyone in the group. Bone Shield is an Undaunted guild skill that provides the Bone Wall synergy, which puts up a shield for you and other allies in the vicinity. The shield can apply up to 6 people, and if you're using the morph Bone Surge, the Major Vitality also takes effect. Interestingly, the people who get the synergy shield will be put on cooldown for the synergy itself, even though they didn't synergize the shield. However, if you were the caster and there's another Bone Shield synergy available, you can take it. Necrotic Orb is an Undaunted skill that provides the Combustion synergy, which restores resources upon being synergized and deals damage if it's the base skill or the Mystic Orb morph. As of the Scale Breaker patch, an unlimited number of people can synergize off of one orb, regardless of it being the base skill or either of its morphs. The Healing morph does not provide any damage, but rather more healing upon combustion. Howl of Despair is a werewolf skill that provides the Feeding Frenzy synergy. You must be in the vicinity of the werewolf, not exactly on top of the werewolf that casts the Howl of Despair skill, in order to see the synergy available. Up to 12 people can synergize the Howl of Despair, and once each person has synergized the Feeding Frenzy synergy, they gain Empower for 5 seconds, buffing their light attack damage by 40%. And just for fun, and also because it is technically still a combat synergy, we're going to be reviewing the item set called Haven of Ursus. It's actually a pretty interesting set that provides a synergy, provided that you are below 50% max health and you are being damaged. And this synergy is available to be used by either yourself or by other people. Only one person can synergize it at a time. And the set seems pretty lackluster. The damage shield that it offers doesn't seem that great, but still, it is still a synergy, and that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully this guide has clarified a couple things for you guys, such as synergy cap for specific skills and so forth. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or feel free to come to my Discord anytime to ask any question you might have about ESO. Thanks for Nephis and chilling, stay safe, have fun, and see you guys next time.